Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello and welcome to Radio 4 presents... I'm joking. Fuck that,
And
bruv.
today's episode, we're going to be talking about going for a walk in the ghetto.
These are two young people of colour doing a podcast. No, anyway, what's going on, bruv? It's Ain't Got a Clue. It's myself, Kae Kurd. That's Marcus Bronzy over there.
Hello.
Just really quickly, thank you very much for the feedback on past episodes.
Oh, man.
Keep subscribing to the YouTube Ain't Got a Clue pod. We want to try and hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible on there. I know a lot of you listen to the show rather than watch it, but if you are watching it, subscribe in it.
It's interesting how some people I know that I've been like, how do you watch and how do you listen? Like a couple mates been hitting me up, and I've been like, they've been like, no, bruv, I watch the YouTube at midnight when it drops, bruv. I'm like, okay, cool, all right, interesting.
Yeah, you subscribe then, innit? Subscribe, turn the little bell on. Subscribe and turn the little bell on, innit? Yeah. Also, we do have a Patreon.
Yes, we do have a Patreon. For the cost of a coffee, a few quid, you can have every episode that we drop early, including the visuals, and also you can get exclusive bonus content. So how it works is every time we drop a free episode, you might have also seen some teaser Patreon episodes, we drop a bonus one, innit, Kate?
Yeah, man, we drop another one straight away.
So for example, we got some good energy off the Mo one, innit? Like, because obviously Mo did a good hour with us on the pod, and then he jumped onto Patreon and carried on the chat.
He was
very funny dude.
He was great. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Mo Gilligan. So yeah, go and subscribe. Anyway, on the show today, we have got some shout outs. Yeah,
well, I thought we'd just show a little shout out from the Patreon, K, because it's got good vibes over there for the clueless clan.
Man like Uzair and that, bruv.
Yeah.
Man like...
Are you going to do this one or shall I do it?
Go on then, you do it.
No, you could do it, bruv.
You don't want to...
No, you do it.
You don't want your voice
do it. No, you do it.
What's it? Is this the one? Oh yeah, I literally walked out. This is from Shyam Bechar from
Patreon.
On Patreon, he was like literally laughed out loud walking out of my gym when Kay mentioned that Jerry Halliwell must give off dickhead vibes if she's married to Christian Horner. Listen. I mean, come on, man. I read people well, yeah? Let's not talk about that other fraud that I've been saying is a fraud for a while. That fucking the whole Twitter thread came out about him,
bro.
And now everyone's like, oh my god, he's a fraud. Yeah, I've been telling you he's a fraud for ages with his fucking Chicago Town pizza story. Anyway, also 100% agree with the cream trousers Tory vibes combo. Just need the hunting gear and you have upgraded to the full Tory package. Keep up the good work on the podcast. They get me through my cardio. That is wild, bruv. Thank you very much. Don't listen to me while you're doing cardio though.
Why not? Why not?
Bruv, I did a 5K the other day. Oh, hold on. Let me even tell you about my 5K the other day, right? So I can't listen to people talking in it when I'm running. Let me just tell cardio, yeah. I need gunman music.
Oh, you need music,
I need aggressive. I listen to rap music, where it is belligerent, obnoxious,
ignorant.
It has to be the type of music I listen to where I'm like, this person is an awful human being.
All right.
That's the kind of music that hypes me up to do cardio, because cardio is such a disgusting thing. I have to become a disgusting person and think of disgusting things in order to finish it.
Let's unpack this a little bit, Kay. So I want to know what really motivates you. Is it what talk me through what motivates you when you listen? So anger. So where's your anger? You know what? Where's your anger directed?
I have a lot of anger. I don't know if you've realized doing this podcast
really?
With me. It boils up within me, but I think I was reading there's this book, Stephen Howson from Stretford Paddock kept on recommending it. Shout out to him, man. That's a great YouTube channel for Man United fans. And he's on a Viable Fire podcast as well with Rio. But yeah, he mentioned this book called 1999 by Matt Dickinson, and it recounts the treble winning season of Man United or whatever, and it's got really good insights to Alex Ferguson in there,
yeah.
And he said how Fergie was motivated by anger.
Okay.
He was motivated by anger. And I was just like, you know what? I'm on the right path.
Okay.
The man won everything. He won a lot, bruv. Everything. The guy's won it, yeah? And you know what? He was letting anger propel him, bruv.
Okay, so this is what you're using to propel you into your 5K. Maybe I need to do that because I've been listening to podcasts of 5K.
In life, bruv.
In life. So
in life.
Okay.
What's your fastest run time?
I want to get into I can't remember. I just complete the 5K. But
there you go.
You got me thinking about 5K though. Yeah. Is when I'm running, and it's a good point about cardio because I also fucking hate cardio. I do it, but I think it's disgusting.
It is the worst thing. But it's good. Notice the older you get, the more you concentrate on it.
Oh yeah, it's great. But at the same time, I have a bit of a problem with people that are like, I love running. When I go for a run, it makes me feel fantastic. Now, I encourage you, because I don't want to push you too hard, but I encourage you, when you're out and about and you see someone running, right? Look up. Look at their face. Does that look like the face of someone that's enjoying themselves?
No.
I want to find one person that's running where you see a little bit of smile and delight on their face. Because everyone I see when they're running looks like they're pissing sweat, looks like they're upset, looks like they're dying. And that's how I feel inside. And people are like, I love running. I'm like, do you really? Because I like the effects of running.
I think what people love is like the idea that you're in your own zone. Let me tell you, yeah? Here's the one thing I want to tell you about my run, bruv. Right, so you know how they say you're not meant to heel strike?
Yes.
So you're not meant to like land on your heel, yeah?
That's very bad for you.
Yeah, it is very bad for you. And I think that's probably what's given me a whole bunch of like problems and stuff. However, the other day I was running because someone was like, I watched this video on TikTok, right? Mm-hmm. Look at me, I get all my advice from TikTok, right?
Great resource.
And it was like, sort of shorten your strides and sort of land on your like the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
Marcus, why have I got a sore muscle here?
Working them calves.
I feel like I've been wearing heels.
You've been running in heels. I was going to say, you've been working them calves, boy.
It feels like I've been running in heels.
Yeah.
I went for a run on Thursday. Marcus, they're still sore.
Couple more 10K.
It's here, bro. Wow. It's still sore. Like,
you know what happens afterwards, Kay? If you do like a few more, like a 6K or a 7K, the muscle work starts going further up your legs. So if you do a 10K, you're going to be stacked by the end of the year. You're going to have a back off. You know that, bro?
Probably, but
you're going to be walking around the gym and girls are going to be like, hey, hey, Peaches.
I'm going to start recording myself in the gym, and if I see girls looking at me, I'm going to put it online and
of course, it's disgusting. Creeps.
And I'm going to be waiting for Joey Swole to do the stitch with it.
Yeah.
That guy with a hat on and goes, do you know that guy's bilingual?
Really?
I found that hilarious. Someone put a video up in Spanish of like gym creeps, yeah? And he goes, amiga. So for people that don't know, there's this guy called Joey Swole on TikTok, and he basically stitches videos whenever anybody calls somebody a creep or somebody annoying or whatever in the gym, and he goes, and he just does this whole deep dive. He's become like the gym guy.
The guy.
He doesn't give you like advice on like losing weight and stuff. He's just like gym etiquette. Like, he's just hench and whatever.
What's a good gym etiquette for you? Because I think I'm still at the stage now, and I bet if someone hears this on the pod and catches me out, listen, I'm not flawless. I might make a mistake. I'm still wiping down the kit before and after I'm working out now.
Yeah, you're a good person,
I'm still on that,
man.
you know. What are you on?
You're a good person.
What are you on?
I don't think I've wiped down a bit of equipment since they lifted restrictions.
You're just like, let me exercise my fucking immune system at the same time.
I put a towel down anyway.
Okay. Oh, so you put a towel down?
I put a towel down, or if I don't have a towel, I'll put my hoodie on. I was in my hoodie down on
I've done hoodie before, but I try to have as little as possible at the gym, because I'll just feel like if I have too much kit around me, I'll lose it. And
them guys that come to the gym with like, I was talking about this the other day, bruv, right? Oh, can I just say, yeah? Oh my God, yeah? I don't give a fuck about your ice baths. Honestly, I know I've probably mentioned it on here before again, yeah? But I'm going to say it again, yeah? I do not care. I am getting so much people on my Instagram suddenly fucking doing ice baths, yeah? I do not care. You're not an athlete. You work in fucking accounting or recruitment. You work in a bloody office. You do not need that level of recovery. People are fucking waking up in the morning. Also, why have you bought some random tub to put in your garden? Why can't you just put the ice in your flipping bathtub in the bathroom?
That's what I've been thinking. Every time I've seen it, I was like, why'd you have to do it outside?
Yeah.
Because you know what, bruv? We live in the UK, so instead of an ice bath, why don't you just go outside?
Yeah, exactly.
Go outside, that's cheap, bruv.
No, but they're like, no, it has to go submerge your whole body. All right, fair enough. Whatever, cool, yeah? Cool. All right, you want to do the ice bath, yeah? Do it in your flipping bath, bruv. Do it in your flipping... Why do you need to spend... No, I need to buy £120 little pod from this website that I've seen come up in my Instagram adverts, right? I need to do... You work in a fucking office, bruv. You do 3 gym sessions a week. You do not need the level of recovery an athlete has in it. And I know I'm not one to talk, but I've done it in it. I've done the ice bath. I've done the cryotherapy, yeah? Let me tell you feel good for a couple of hours. After that, it don't do shit, bro. And it inhibits you building muscles as well anyway.
Does it really feel good, or does it feel good compared to being in a bath of ice?
It gives you a fight or flight response. Yeah. So what happens is your body... It gives you a lot of adrenaline, so after that you're whatever. But you see, you know what? Yeah, Marcus, when I did the ice bath, right? I didn't record it, bruv.
Yeah.
I didn't record it. I didn't put it out there like, hey guys, look at what I'm doing. I'm better than you. And then when people go, what I find funny is these videos people put up and go, yeah, so basically, this is very good for you. It provides you with like mental discipline. Start off with like 30 seconds. Control your breathing. Once you've controlled your breathing, you can control your mind. And if you can control your mind, you can control your thoughts. And it allows you to become a stronger person and carry on with your day. Shut the fuck up, bruv.
And you know what happens for a fact? As soon as they press cut, they go, fucking hell, it's cold. Get me out. Get me a fucking brew right now.
Yeah, bruv. I just find that.
I think you know how I feel about this stuff, and I feel like there's more to be said. I feel like there's a lot of these things are privileged. Like, these are privileged exercises. These are privileged treatments where basically you can experience them on a budget. Like, if I want to give myself a cold shock, we're about to have a cold snap in the UK. Yeah. How about you have a cold shower? Yeah. Or you just step outside for 5 minutes. Yeah. Because I'll tell you what, my walk here when it was -4, that gave me a flight or fight response. I came in here and my adrenaline was pumping.
Let me tell you, do you know what the fucking thing is as well though, bruv? Yeah. What I find hilarious about a lot of this stuff is, you see the fundamentals of fitness, haven't changed in about 20 years, Nope. It's the same shit, right? Yeah. But the people aren't doing the basics.
Yeah.
They're not sleeping, bruv. Sleep 8 hours before you start fucking jumping in.
You can't have a McNeese and an ice bath. It doesn't work right.
Man are doing ice baths, and then they're like, I'm like, how much hours do you get? I'll get about 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
Sort out your sleep first and then fucking jump in and think, oh yeah, but it's good for recovery. No, do you know what's better for your recovery? Sleep, bruv.
Sleep. I had a proper lazy Sunday though, okay? I did this thing, right? I've not done it for a long time. I woke up early.
And you went back to bed?
When I had a big piss, like a good old empty
I'm an old man, bruv. I wake up like 3 times in the night.
I'm with you on that because we're hydrating at the moment as well, so you have to have a few. But I woke up, had a morning piss.
Wait, let me hide the logo. Yeah, we got glass bottles in here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We don't. Because apparently as well. Also, this whole thing about this whole wellness thing, right? Yeah. You know when men are like. They're like, oh, did you know you've got to check out your testosterone levels, bro. Yeah. If you don't check out your testosterone levels, you are at risk of a lot of things. And drinking from a plastic bottle set to lower testosterone, bro. So keep drinking out the glass bottle. Anyway, you were waking up early.
Yeah, testosterone's good. I think testosterone's going to be the next thing that everyone's going to get gassed over again. But
remember when it was booty bands?
Oh my god!
Everybody had a fucking booty band, like it was the Gucci belt of the gym.
Everyone was walking around the gym like a fucking crab.
Crab walks. Crab walks.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do my bench press. I'm trying to get a personal best, and I just hear man's walking.
It's like
what the fuck is going on?
And then people were using the bands to do
everything,
to do weighted squats,
everything.
And then they were doing. Yeah, you're right. Everything. Yeah, it was like they were fucking doing shoulder.
Yeah, but So I had a super. It's not an exciting story, but I had a super lazy morning. But I woke up at about 7. I think I got out of bed.
You shouldn't be waking up at 7 on a Sunday.
It's just naturally though.
Latest went for a pee. You should wake up on a Sunday is 8 o'clock.
But woke up
earliest. Sorry.
That's fine. So I woke up at 7, and then I lay in bed, chilling, slipping in and out of sleep till about 12:45. Okay, it felt fantastic, bruv. I recommend you do. Listen, if you're listening right now, don't be under pressure. I know. Look, we've had the first month of the year out the way. Take some time for yourself. Give yourself a lie and treat yourself. You know why? You deserve it.
You deserve better.
But yeah, I reckon the next thing's going to be tea, because I've noticed that now testosterone. I know that now that the Liver King has come out as using testosterone, after the shock factor finishes. So like the Liver King, just in case you don't know who he is.
On a whole cocktail of stuff. I don't think it was just testosterone.
Yeah, all right, I'll bring everyone up to date. In case anyone doesn't know, he was a guy that was like, he's quite a short guy, which works into the fact that how he looks so stacked and why he might be on this stuff. Quite a short guy who took a lot of performance enhancing drugs.
That's just Marcus trying to get let people remind people that he's like 6'7", bruv.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Marcus is like, so he's short. Well, everyone's short compared to me anyway. But
I think he's like 5'5". I think I need to find out, but he's like not. He's average or whatever. But he was on everything.
About the same as our Prime Minister.
Yeah, fucking hell, son. He was on everything. Yeah, and he was telling people that his secret was
eating liver and testicles and raw meat, basically, and raw food. Not just that, bruv. Not just that. he was sunbathing, like he was saying, like he was like putting his perineum to the sky and that, bro.
Did he do his arsehole as well?
Yeah, he was like sunbathing with his arsehole out into the sky and stuff. You see all this shit, bruv?
Yeah, ridiculous.
You don't need to do it, innit? Like,
but if someone's looking his size and is ripped all year long, it's a very high likelihood.
If it quacks like a duck, half the time
it's on
a duck,
testosterone. But yeah,
it's on everything, not just testosterone.
So now that he's come out, Kay, peep this. Now that the shock factor has come out that he's on steroids, what? Everyone's cool with it. Now the conversation begins. Well, if he's on tea and that's an unacceptable way to use tea, remember, everyone's saying it's not unacceptable that he's using it. It's unacceptable that he lied and sold a fitness plan off the back of it.
100%.
So now I'm getting people sending me pods and stuff about health and fitness. A lot of people send me podcasts to listen to for whatever reasons. And I'm noticing that the conversation has shifted, not from should I use performance enhancing drugs? How do I use performance enhancing drugs? What do I use? And in America, there's like this whole wave of croaky voiced, cigar smoking voiced, greased up dudes, that have been to Turkey, if you know what I'm saying. And they're talking about their use of tea. And a lot of these guys have been on tea for 10 years. And that's fine. That's cool, whatever. But it's going to become the norm.
Some people, I understand it, right? Because if you look at your testosterone levels for some men, it like
of
after
course.
30s, it dips like crazy. And they end up putting on a lot of weight. They end up doing, and it's like, fair enough. If you need, like if you go to a doctor and the doctor goes, your testosterone levels are abnormally low, then fair enough. But if you're a fucking normal dude, I keep telling people, do the fucking basics.
Just do the basics.
Do the basics. The thing is, check your diet. Check how much calories you're eating. And also, this is what I'm talking about. This 100%. Is for people that want to get in shape. If you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it, bruv.
But also, okay, it's like some people like are just not going to make. Some people are going to make below the average. Some people are going to make over the average, right? So for me, it's like I know. Like, and this is the thing, I know, and a lot. What are these breads I'm hearing about are like 40 to 50? Are like, for the last 10 years, I haven't made testosterone. I'm like, that's okay, you know. Like, and I'll say, big as a big man, obviously we've got a slightly younger audience here. One day your dick is not going to work.
No, mine.
One day it's not going to work.
Mine will work.
Bro, okay, cool. You're a little bit younger. You said that mindset.
Marcus,
okay, cool. You cool. One day.
No.
Your dick ain't, okay.
I'll tell you. You see my granddad. And my great granddads and that. They were having kids in their like.
Fantastic.
Pensioner age, bro.
Fantastic. I don't want to think about that. Oh yeah,
no,
cool.
But I'm being real. Like,
okay, cool.
The men in my family,
all right, cool. All right, Kay. All right, you're an outlier. Yet again, Kay is an outlier. He's a top level of fitness, and his dick is going to work to his 90.
Not me.
But for normal people like us, even
like, let me tell you, I think this is where you're wrong. I think even you, right? I think with the advances we have, with the in technology and with the way that we look after our bodies from a much younger age, I reckon you're going to be fucking well into your 80s, you know?
Do you know what, though? I think I'm going to live over 100. But you know what, Kay? My point is it's okay to have... I think I am. Yeah, I'm going to live 150. It's okay to have a low T level is what I'm trying to say to people. Like, and I'm not trying to be this kind of fucking holier than thou thing, but I'm just saying it's okay to have a lower than average T level. It's okay to be a bit fat. You got a bit of moob instead of everyone being like, I must have the average or I want to put myself to the higher back. That's it they're talking about. Everyone's talking about I want to be at the higher level of average. So technically your body's saying, nah, blood, I don't want to make that much T, and you're forcing it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like,
but let me tell you one thing, you can't have it all. You're very mature about all of this, right? I will tell you right now, if I
listen, Code, when Kay says I'll tell you right now, it's going to get a bit wild. So lock in, turn up a little bit, maybe don't drink your drink.
If I hit my 50s and 60s, I've got kids, they're like old enough or whatever, brother, I'm taking testosterone, I'm taking roids, I'm taking the lot, bro. I'm still looking, you see when people, like you look at David Beckham, the man's obviously had a hair transplant, innit, right? I'm doing all of that shit, bruv. I am looking as young as possible. Someone slid into my DMs the other day. I was a bit offended that said, we offer free Botox, They were offering me free Botox.
Not now.
Listen, let me tell you one thing, right? I'm not just going to go on any Insta page that offers me free Botox to get Botox, right? This is the mistake a lot of people do. You end up looking like Jackie Stallone. Jeez. Man, I just inject, you can't just let anyone inject your face, bruv. I need to go to a practice in like Harley Street or something.
You need to get a Harley Street address, innit?
Do you know what?
Harley Street adjacent.
They have to be charging me $1,000 for a course of sessions, bro. Because that way I fucking know you're for real. If you're just offering me free, it's a bit mad, innit? Like,
so when are you planning on doing it then?
What?
The Botox.
I don't need Botox.
No, you don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at you, bruv. You're looking young. Yeah. Your skin looks full of collagen.
No. Do you know what it is? Yeah, like with a lot of that stuff, right? I also think men are luckier in the fact that women are always like, men look so much more better when they're like older, and you're like, fair enough, whatever. I just won't do it. Like, stop trying to be fuckable, as Bill Burr once said. In your 50s, stop trying to look fuckable in your 50s.
And I think that's what I think on the sly. I think men are trying to do this with the T-level stuff and that. They're trying to like chase these glory days that maybe some of these people who now have all the money that they have earned and are happy financially don't have the body that they had when they were 20 when they were chasing it. And I just feel like I'm looking forward to being old, Kate. I want the greys, bro.
That's great.
I'm ready for them when they land.
That is
I'm gonna be like welcome.
I pluck the greys out of my beard.
Really?
Yes, I do. I am not looking forward.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
I am not at that. Listen, you're a couple years older than me.
Yeah, man, got a couple points on you.
You're a lot more mature than I am.
No, I wouldn't say that all the time. Currently, at this moment in time. Like, 10 minutes later, tits and ass.
Like, no, I've always said this about you. I think you're very comfortable with who you are, and I think you've worked out a lot of the insecurities about yourself that very early on that other people haven't worked out. And I think that's what holds you in good stead. You don't like succumb to peer pressure. However, I'm not there yet. So, so for the time being, I'm going. Do you know what? Even like when it comes to working out, I used to be able to work out, and I'm noticing it now, bruv. Right? I used to be able to work out hard 5 days a week. Now my body's a bit like.
So that would be
take an extra rest day.
So that could be. And I don't think it is with you, but that could be, for example, with these guys, their T level just coming off the edge a little bit. But instead of, I mean, it's not you, but I'm saying with these guys, it could be. Yeah,
there's women that listen to this.
Yes, no. He's got a boner right now, girls. Girls, he's got a boner right now.
Future wife could be listening.
Kay
to this.
has morning to afternoon wood it's not till after we finish the pod he's like, finally I can rest my coffee cup on my thigh.
Also, FAP that men are doing as well now, sperm retention.
We'll get to that. We'll get right to that in a second.
Fuck off.
So instead of like their T level dropping and them going, right, as an elder I now have to adjust myself. Like they're going, nah, I need to pump the tea in so I can get back up to 6 days a week, not just 5. It's like, imagine my fucking old man now with fucking trying to get on the juice, trying to bang out fucking muscle ups. Yeah, no, bruv, you should be in the garden.
Only juice I'm getting is from Joe and the Juice.
There you go, Joe and the Juice. There you go. But yes,
actually, fuck them. They're not even sponsoring us.
They're not sponsoring us, so no love.
Well, not fuck them, but if you do want to sponsor us, ain't got a clue. Actually, fuck it. I'll give you my email later.
Yeah, no, I would enjoy nothing more than to be paid to enjoy your delicious food instead of paying for it. But right, Kay, no, you were saying
I do want to buy a house one day.
Fair enough. We've conquered Ice Bath, right? So we know that's fuckery. Because I've got this whole thing about there's all this stuff that friggin' homeless people have to go through that these lot are doing for privilege, and it's
very true.
It's all through life. Like even gardening now, people do that for fun. That used to just be fucking life, bruv. People are like, oh look, I've grown some tomatoes. People used to just have to do that, like to eat. Yeah. But
well, I think it's coming back round now where people are like, oh, I've got myself an allotment. I grow my own vegetables or whatever.
Aren't I cute?
Oh my god, did you see that thing about the British Army and that not being ready for war?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, you saw that in it. Yeah,
can we get into that? But you was just talking about.
But I think we mentioned that last week anyway. But but I was thinking about the other things, right? That like we're not ready for as a society, as men, right? And honest to God, I just think there. In this whole quest to like banish toxic masculinity, right? Yeah. I think we've gone. I think some people don't understand what toxic masculinity is, and they've just got rid of the shit that adult men should be doing.
The adults, full stop, should be doing in life.
Yeah,
they just said,
guys have stopped fucking learning how to fix things, and they're like, well, yeah, toxic masculinity. No, bro.
Nah, bruv.
Fix the fucking thing.
Nah, bruv. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Save yourself some embarrassment and save yourself some money. Learn how to do shit around your house. Use TikTok. Well, I don't know. YouTube. I don't know about TikTok things.
No,
YouTube,
TikTok. Do you know what it is? Do you know why I like TikTok? For like a lot of this how-to shit. Get straight to the point, bruv. I am sick of like tutorial videos on YouTube. Where it's like, hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am It will be something like, I am Xander.
Hey,
and,
Xander.
Hi, I'm Xander, and I will be talking you through on how to change your radiator. Now,
before I get into this,
yeah.
I'd like to just shout out my advertiser, which is, radiator.org.
Yeah.
They're a nice family-orientated radiator company. And before we start today's process, I'm just hydrating myself. Like, what a bruv!
Yeah.
Get to the thing and you skip forward.
And then they'll be like, now, before we get to how to change a radiator, it is important to identify what a radiator you have. Shut up, blood! Just fucking get to the point. And then you're there fast forwarding. Whereas on TikTok, it's like, how to change your radiator. Number 1, get the fucking wrench. Number 2, fucking turn your wrench onto the fucking thing on the pipe. Number 3, put the new radiator. And it's just like, oh, fucking hell, it's easy. It's easy, it's quick, it's snappy, it fucking gets it done. There's a lot of faff, right? I spend my whole life trying to sift through bullshit, bruv, right? And do you know what else I'm realizing, bruv? Nobody has a fucking clue what they're doing in any job, and it's pissing me off, bruv. Nobody's a fucking visionary. This is why we fucking hold up these little pussy holes, right? That know how to construct 2 sentences together, and they're a bit charismatic, and people end up going, oh my God, they're so amazing. They're not.
I've been saying this.
They can just, they just went on a public speaking course, and they're better than you. Do you know what? Sometimes I look at social media and I'm like, if I was a cunt, right? If I was a prick, I would have exploited this a long time ago. Bro. I'd have added I know the formula to fucking get thousands of views and whatever if I wanted to do that bullshit like mindful content.
Could you imagine if me and you did that, bruv? Me and you just broke out the tear stick every single week between us, and then we started bringing people on, bro.
I just think I'm sick of fakery, bruv. I'm sick of fakery. I'm sick of it all, man. I'm sick of people trying to. I'm sick of. Do you know what it is? I'm genuinely afraid for younger men and younger women out there, with how much shit they're being exposed to online. It's just bollocks.
The amount of toxic content. I don't just mean toxic masculinity. For me, when I say toxic, just shit that just takes away from your being and makes you basically struggle and get stressed. The amount of stuff out there that I watch, I'm like, this actually can depress you. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I watch which is meant to be motivational. I'm like, if you watch this and you're not in a good space, this is gonna make you feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, here's my morning routine. Basically, you're saying your routine's shit compared to mine. Plus, they give it the social media polish of adding a bit of extra tax to it.
Yeah.
That's why I do love the parodies that are coming out now. There's some guy, I can't remember his name, but he's got fake motivational ones. Like, like, when I was in the womb, when I was 3 months into pregnancy, I had 3 businesses. When I came out, I'd made 100 million. I love that kind of stuff because I'm like, sometimes it sounds that ridiculous.
There's a lot of greed out there, right? And I feel like a lot of this hustle culture, rather than promoting actually trying to like be better people, it's a lot of it's just promoting greed, I think.
But can I just jump in for a second, Kay? Sorry. It was hustle culture, right? So it was hustle, and then they realized everyone was getting burnt out. So now it's like, if you got burnt out, let's protect this, let's do that. And now everyone's had their burnout, but they still feel shit. Now it's like mental health, and then after mental health, now it's like ice bath. Do you know what I mean? Can you not see it, bro? It's like trend after trend after trend.
Everything is trying to sell you something.
It's not like,
man. None of it is genuine.
Sign up to the Patreon.
None of it is genuine. No, we're not telling you we're going to make you a bigger person. We're like, brother, you just want some more content? Fucking
man. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I've got a little opinion here and there. I ain't got a clue most of the time, but
no, we don't have a clue about anything. Don't listen to us. But I mean, don't hold me up as a fucking shining example of anything.
Nah, man. Hold me up as an example of somebody who ain't got a clue.
You do look really good today, bro. I like this jacket. What brand is that?
I have no idea, bro. It's one of them ones where I just picked it up and liked it.
Chrome or whatever?
I have no idea. I just picked it up and put it on.
Where?
I can't remember.
You don't even know where you got it?
Nah, bro. I think I was just online and I just saw it and said send it over. I'm the sort of, I hate shopping.
And is that Twitch Black Power?
That's right. Shout out to my girl Geeky Cassie, twitch.tv/Geeky
Black History
Cassie.
t-shirt.
So I did an event at
you are
Twitch.
dressed like the like a black, I mean, all you need is a beret.
Yeah.
And I'd be like Black Panther.
Black Panther.
I watched Wakanda Forever, by the way. Absolute dog shit.
Yeah. You know, they did their thing. They're gonna keep that franchise moving.
No, I'm joking.
It wasn't my favorite one.
But all right, here's why I was annoyed with the whole fucking thing. Right, you're telling me, right? Oh, don't get me. I can't watch anything these days, right, without looking at the political connotations, and it's fucked me. Also, do you know why? What else why I hate watching stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to talk about You People. Have you watched You People?
I did watch You People. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that as well. But do you know what it is, yeah? I look at stuff now, yeah, because I film and edit stuff as well as you do, yeah. I look at stuff and go, yeah, they probably filmed that on the same day they filmed that show, and whatever. Or I look at stuff and I'm like, that's a green screen. That's it. And it's messed up my viewing pleasure. But I'll tell you why I thought fucking Wakanda Forever was a bag of shit, right? You're telling me the most successful country on earth has got bags of vibranium or whatever, has got incredible, the wealthiest, the most technologically advanced, instead of going to fight like
the white man.
Not the white man. I'm not saying the white man. I never said that. That was the black guy that said that, right? I didn't say that yet. Instead of going to fight like Western imperialist powers who were trying to fucking come into your fucking country and steal your resources, you go and fight some fucking other bunch of people of colour in the fucking sea, right? That is who the war is with. And also,
people of colour, you know.
Furthermore, what is Hollywood's obsession with blue people in the fucking sea?
Because
Avatar 2, it was blue people. We're sea people now. And then fucking this one, like, it was just blue people from, like, Talakan.
I tell you why you make them blue. Because if you make them blue, people can understand the social implications. Because it's one step removed, isn't it? If you change that skin color to anything that's
black
like
or
black,
brown,
then they'll be like, nah, man, you lot are always trying to force your agenda on me. Blue people, hey, yo, listen, man, this is serious. This could happen in the real world. It's been happening in the real world, bro.
Yeah, for real. But that's what I know. As soon as I saw, I was like,
that's why they go blue.
Who's the biggest fight? Oh, the whole fight is two essentially tribes going at each other, right? And it's just like, oh, and then like the rest of the world isn't privy to any of this.
I've got a lot to say about Black Panther, but I guess I don't think this is the episode. Really,
no. And then I was like, oh, so they sent in 15 Frenchmen to steal your shit, but you're going at the Mayans. Oh my God, bruv, it got me so vexed, bruv. Because I'm like, if someone hits you, hit them back in it.
Yeah. Why did it take you so long to watch it?
Because I was waiting for it to come on Disney Plus.
Fair dues.
I'm not watching that. I wasn't going. And do you know what I saw people going? Oh yeah, I cried. Yeah, I saw people that were like, I cried when I watched that in the cinema. Yeah, I was waiting for the bit that was tear jerking. Where was the tear jerking stuff?
I ain't cried until almost recently when I watched anything. I'm not really a crier. I'm not really a crier. It's not a masculine thing. I'm just not really a crier.
Man said I can
feel emotional.
That is
no, but I have to say because people
Marcus, that's the problem. That's the problem. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of toxicity there. Let's explore that. Marcus, why do you feel like you can't cry?
Because when I was 6, bro, that's basically when I was 6. They said at school, you're a crybaby. Crybaby Marcus, crybaby Marcus, crybaby Marcus. Mark Cry. They used to call me Mark Cry.
Was your father around?
He was saying it. He'd come at lunchtime and bully me with the kids, bro.
Was your mother there?
She came too, bruv, on her lunch break. Spent 45 minutes of it because she worked 10 minutes away.
But seriously though, why don't you cry?
I don't know.
Money.
That's what I mean, bruv. Some people just no, but I feel the sadness, but I just don't. It's like some people have a low T level. I have a low tier level. Do you get me, bruv? But I'll tell you what almost made me cry the other day. But You People, go on, crack on, bro.
No, tell me what made you cry first.
I've been watching The Last of Us adaptation, which is one of the most popular computer games that's been adapted into a actual television series. That shit is pulling my heartstrings in all different directions. And I've played the games.
Strumming my pain
when it's been good. I've played The Last of Us, The Last of Us 2. And no joke, when I played The Last of Us 2, I finished the game, put the control pad down, sat on my couch, leaned back and just went, and literally for 20 minutes had to process the story, because the level of story in this game is probably one of the best stories
What a nerd.
Of all time. No, it's just a game, bruv. It's a story.
I'm joking.
I'm
joking. Well, on my FIFA career mode, I won 4 trophies in a season, in my first season. So, I mean, that's an achievement.
That's emotion. I fucking cried tears of champagne, mate.
That nearly made me cry as well. Seeing Jude Bellingham, my star signing, lift the cup, which was incredible. It was basically the same thing.
It is the same. And the storyline, but yeah, honestly, Kae, like, in terms of television, I've recommended this show to lots of people who do not game. And if you don't game, you don't have to know the story and watch it. And for the first time in my life, because I'm somebody who watches shit no one else likes. First time in my life, everyone I've recommended it to, young, old, male, female, whatever, everything else. Like,
you watch Vikings in that as well, innit?
A little bit. It wasn't really for me. But I watched that, right? And I've recommended it to people, and I've had people saying to me, this is one of the best shows ever they've watched. They've been calling me. I've had someone call me in tears. I've had people telling me they've frigging pulled their heartstrings. And I can't lie, I watched an episode recently, the third episode, and I was like, fucking hell, that's a good one, mate.
I cry at random. I cry at random films, bruv.
Like what?
I remember I cried at the end of watching Kevin Hart's special.
Really?
Yeah, because he started crying.
Why?
Because he was like,
what was that? When you cried?
It was the one where he was in a stadium.
Help me.
No, it was the one where he was in a stadium, and then he was like,
yeah,
thank you so much. It's a lifelong dream come true. And he started crying, and I cried with him.
Oh,
I was like, ah. Anyway,
man was crying because he's thinking about all the tax he had to pay.
So you people,
yes.
I don't know.
Wait, what's wrong with me people?
You
what a
people,
great title, isn't it?
It's that film on Netflix.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm a massive Eddie Murphy fan.
Mm-hmm.
It had Eddie Murphy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nia Long.
Mm-hmm.
You could anything with Nia Long in. I'm sold already. Right.
Oh, yeah?
Incredibly beautiful woman. Had a crush on her when I was watching Fresh Prince back in the day.
So I was going to say you're a big fan of her acting, but clearly not.
So no, okay.
You just like her face. It's cool. With actors, that's part of the package.
No, I've liked her since I was in Fresh Prince.
So when she was in Fresh Prince, you were in it, yeah? You were all up in that Fresh Prince, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what? Let me get to let me land. All right. So it's got Eddie Murphy in it, Nia Long, Jonah Hill, Lauren London,
yeah,
and
David Duchovny is in there as well, I think.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in it,
yeah,
right? And I really wanted to like this. Have you seen it yet?
I have seen it.
What did you think?
I think it was trying to tell a story. It was trying to give us a different angle. And I knew when I watched it that there would be mad outrage from it. And I went on Twitter and I've had a little read around just out of curiosity to see, just to check my barometer to see if there was outrage. And I feel like what I did like, I'll tell you what I did like from it, right, is Eddie Murphy has got to a point in his career for a very long time where he does what he wants. So I was like, if he picks up the script for this, it's because he wants to have a bit of fun, do some acting, right? And I loved his character. He's just playing a character.
Yeah.
I loved, because with Eddie, people thought they were going to get donkey, but they didn't get donkey. They got a cool, very calculated, very smart man who chose his words very carefully.
Yeah.
And people, I think when they watched that, right, didn't realize how much of a troll his character was being, as well as having beliefs. His character was like, because back in the day it was like people were expecting like Meet the Fockers level kind of Shegri, yeah? But he was there fucking pulling little strings, doing little things. I was like, you fucking
But do you know what,
fucker.
there was moments in that film where I laughed out loud.
Yeah, man.
And it was, I haven't laughed out loud watching things in a long time, innit?
Yeah.
And there was bits of it, like the awkwardness of like with Jonah Hill and stuff. There was bits of it like, but do you know what? My biggest annoyance, some of the stuff was stereotypical, which I was like, a lot of stereotypical tropes in that, which I was like, whatever. But the biggest thing for me was the lack of chemistry between Lauren London and Jonah Hill, who were meant to be in love. And do you know what pissed me off? I saw something, Andrew Schultz was in a film. He was on a podcast and he said that they didn't kiss in the wedding scene, right? Mm-hmm. And you see in the wedding scene that they kiss, it's CGI, bruv.
So she said, I'm just not going to kiss him, or he said he's not
going to
kiss her.
They
decided not to kiss.
They didn't kiss. And there's no chemistry. It just looks like two friends, bruv. In the whole fucking film. I want to see, I want to believe it, right? If for that level of thing to work, you've got to believe that these two are in love. Like they want to rip each other's clothes off and like they're just like so.
You don't think they had a different kind of love? Because when I watched it, my opinion was like, I understand that there's passionate love.
There was no.
But I feel like they were chatting like they knew each other.
No, the way they spoke like to each other was very comfortable. Each other in the morning, bruv. That's not love,
Some people have relationships like that.
Bruv.
What do you mean? No, they do.
Bruv. Get out of it. Not with a film like that, bruv. I want to see you lot trying to lips each other's faces off and like. Even if there is, there was just
like semi pornographic. You want
no, but I just felt like it was just very.
All right. So what's a film where we have seen like real, Love.
Bend it like Beckham.
I thought he was going to say something else. You threw me. I was like, bend it over, bruv.
Bend it like Beckham. Now, do you know what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. What? Like, show me. Like, what's the film?
I don't watch that much films like that. But
you fucking.
But let me say, no, I think
I found it quite believable.
She didn't want to kiss him, yeah, but then she was kissing Michael B. Jordan in some other film like crazy, bruv.
Yeah,
she was like,
Michael B. Jordan popping.
But it was like, if you don't want to,
there's probably no kissing scene. She's like, can we add one in?
Yeah, but if you don't want to kiss Jonah Hill, then don't take the role.
Maybe it wasn't part of the story. I don't know. For me, I don't feel like the kiss is what made or broke the film.
No, I know, because I feel like there's like a lot of sex scenes and stuff that's and I've said it before, that are just unnecessary. However, there just wasn't. No, take the kissing out of it. There was no chemistry between them.
Is that how you feel?
I felt like that. There was no chemistry between them. It looked like she didn't want to be there. He looked like he was trying hard the whole way through. It just felt a bit. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of relationships that are really like that in real life.
Yeah, but
I felt like they were 10 years. I felt like they were 10 years in within a year. I felt like it accelerated the relationship, like the sitting in bed reading. That's like 10, 15 years into a relationship. Sitting in bed reading. Yeah. How was your day? It was that instead of like, I feel like what you're saying is like in the first year of a relationship, that is the like, I need you now.
Yeah, when you're trying to get married,
I want you now.
Exactly, and you're trying to get married
in the bathroom in 5 minutes,
and both your parents aren't on it.
Yeah.
There should have been a level of chemistry that we saw, not just like as in. I'm not just talking about physical chemistry. It needed to be like, I don't know. I was missing the love between them. I don't think it felt like it was
feel
there.
The real love.
Yeah. Anyway, that was by the by. But then like there was bits of it that did make me laugh out loud. But that whole CGI kiss, I was like, either just don't show the kiss. But they made it in CGI, brother. And if you look at the still online, they've just morphed them together. Like, you know, in a Matrix where they give the guy lips like. It was just like that, bruv. They just fucking popped them together.
So all you actors that were trying to get into acting so you could lips up other people, your days are numbered.
I just find that mad weird. Imagine being that guy. Imagine being that guy. Hey, so Marcus, can I just have a quick talk with you? Yeah. And you're like, yeah, cool, whatever. Who's your ideal woman in a film?
I don't know. Pick whoever, bruv.
All right, let's just say,
because I'm an actor, innit? If I'm getting into more of an actor.
Helena Bonham Carter.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, cool.
Did you say ugh?
No, I said, oh yeah.
All right, okay, no.
I'm an actor. I'm like, I'm getting into the mindset.
Salma Hayek.
Whatever.
Salma Hayek.
Makes no difference. Helen Bonham Carter, Salma Hayek. I'm acting now.
Let me tell you, Salma Hayek has been buff for years, bruv. Anyway, Salma Hayek, it's coming. You're doing a film with her, and then like, hey, Marcus, can we have a talk with you?
Yeah, sure.
Salma doesn't want to kiss in the scene, so what we're gonna do is. We're just gonna have you in during the kissing scene. We're just gonna change it to you two get close, and then we cut.
So do you know what I'd be thinking and what I'd be saying might be two different things. But what I'd say is, oh, thank you so much. My agent actually got through to you and had that conversation because I wasn't really comfortable with it. I didn't really want to do it. So thank you for making that work for me. Inside? Could you also make sure that she has some extra gum as well, just because I want to keep things fresh even though far away? All right, whatever, man, innit? What are you trying to say, man? It's like, I didn't want to do it. What are you trying to say? Like, I'm not buff.
She butters anyway.
So I'm you're cack anyway, bruv. Not like you anyway, innit? You weren't even good in that film there. But do you know what is going to happen, Kato? You know I'm a tech guy. I'm into my tech. You know what's coming next now? Now that we're CGI and kisses, you mentioned sex scenes. Actors.
Well, there's already deep fake porn in it.
Yeah, no, not even that, Kay. You know, right? You're gonna get this picture as I paint this. You and the reader as well. You're gonna come to the conclusion, but let me get to this. So we have a fake kiss where two people get close but don't ever kiss. We have blue screen and green screen where we can paint in a different picture background. We can have small people, big people, landscapes, whatever you want. Very soon, we're gonna have people doing sex scenes where they're not together. So, you know, we had Messi and we had Ronaldo doing that chess scene and not together. Bro, there's going to be sex scenes where it's going to be like, excuse me, Kay, can you just move your leg can you hump the green pillow just a bit harder and hold it by the back of its said neck to make it really passionate? And
I'll go further than that. We're going to get to a stage where we don't even have real actors.
We're there already. Oh, shit. I ain't got it for the pod now. Somebody pumped ChatGPT with information to write a script, then took the script and sent it to another program that can make realistic sounding voices, and it made a whole bit of audio.
So drama. There you go. We're gonna get to a stage where AI is just gonna beat all of our films, and there's gonna be no real film stars anymore.
That'd be great if you could just type in. Do you know what we'll get to? You know what we'll actually get to, Kay? You'll get to something like Netflix or whatever it is, and you type in a film that you want, and it will make it for you as you go. That's what will realistically happen. So, for example, you'd be like watching a film. Like for me, I'll go sci-fi, right? And then you're with me. I like sci-fi, but make it a bit. Put Sylvester Stallone in it, yeah. And we'd start watching it. You'd be like, oh, fucking hell, Marcus, this is a bit too sci-fi.
Kids.
It's a bit too sci-fi for me. Can we? It's a bit too sci-fi for me. Can we make it a bit more? Put a bit more action in it. And I'd be like, pause it. Pause my little Netflix. Hey, make that a little bit more action for me. Press play. And people go to me, bro, have you been smoking the thing? But I'm like, no, bro.
I don't like the future.
Why? You said that there's no good films out there. This is giving you exactly what you want.
No, but that's even worse, bro. But they're right.
Why?
Tell me, what was the last good film you watched though? Like now, like in cinemas.
So you've said this a few times, and I think the film format doesn't have to be in cinema now. And I think because of the last couple of years, we're getting shows like The Last of Us, which is cinema quality. You're getting hour-long episodes, and you're getting 6 of them. So technically, you're getting more than a film, 6 hours, or just like 2 Titanics. Yeah.
I don't want to watch. I don't want to be invested for 7 hours in something. Sometimes just give me an hour and a half.
Fair enough. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. That's a great watcher, man. There's loads of great stuff out there. I think at this moment in time, there's more film being made than ever, Kae. So if you're not finding what you like, yeah, man, there's more film, more TV being made than ever.
Well, are you
more film and TV being made forever? There's stuff that's going straight to Netflix, whatever you like. There's something out there for you, Kae.
Whatever I like,
yeah, whatever you want. There's something out there for you.
I don't know, man. I find it a struggle going on any streaming platform and watching stuff.
Because you got a lot of options, isn't it? Got a lot of options in front of you.
I just don't know what to get. Just don't know what to watch. I'm just like, whatever. I end up just watching sport now. Like I'll be watching random games now.
That ain't gonna go anywhere yet until we got the robot football, which I'd love to watch.
Well, have you seen this thing going on in Spain?
What's that?
Called the Kings League. So it's Gerard Piqué?
Yeah.
He used to play for Barcelona. He was captain. He was the one that cheated on Shakira, and Shakira released a diss track for him.
Absolutely
which was
mental.
wild. Like that whole thing was mad anyway, innit? Remember when she was like, you traded in a Rolex for a Casio, and then he went and got his league sponsored by Casio. He's a savage, isn't it? Yeah, he's a savage. She was like, oh yeah, you traded a Ferrari for a Twingo, and he turned up in a Twingo to a Barcelona match. The guy is just a fucking troll. Anyway, so like there's this new format that he's got. It's called the Kings League. It
sounds fantastic already, by the way.
It's a 7-a-side football tournament, right? And he owns a club, I think. Sergio Aguero owns a club. And what it is there's no kickoffs. Basically, people, like you've got players on either side near their goals, and they run into the centre circle. Whoever gets the ball first gets it.
Fucking hell.
There's like 3 cards you can use, 3 or 4 cards that you can use halfway through a game. So each team has got like 1 card, like it's a random card. So one of them is like a joker card, where it can be any of the other cards. One is like you take out an opponent's team member for 2 minutes of the game. The other one is a reverse card. So like, say for example, you go, I want to take out 2 members I want to take out Marcus. So you want to say, I want to take out Kae out of the game for 2 minutes. And then my team have a reverse card, which means I basically use whatever you just used.
Oh my
so
days.
You can't take my person out. I take out you for the 2 minutes. And then it goes. So then
that
there's
sounds
been people
fantastic.
like the last
so they made Uno and football mixed it together.
Essentially, there's like a loads of other things in there, and they're saying it's attracting a much younger audience. And I think some of the games are getting more viewers than La Liga audiences are. And there was another one where they had there's an actual La Liga player who obviously he can't reveal his identity, so they got him in like a wrestling mask, and like he's wearing like a suit so you don't see his arms and whatever, and the tattoos and whatever. So he was playing, and they called him like they called him Enigma.
Oh my god, so this is fucking fantastic.
So he was playing in that league, and it's just fun. Like if you Google it, it's called the Kings League.
Please tell me, Kae. And
but if they haven't, Spanish.
If they haven't, oh, even better, because the commentary. Yeah, but the energy, bro.
I think we're like the Premier League is dominating normal football, and like normal football. I think for a younger audience, that is like grabbing people.
I'm on it, bro.
Quick and.
Please tell me, Kae, if they haven't got this, they need this. If you're listening, take this. I don't want any money. Entrance music. That's all they're missing, because it sounds like WWE. You got like a Rey Mysterio Jr. or you got like a Kane or something like that. So you got or the Stig. You got the Stig version.
Yeah, but it's very fluid. I feel like they'll come up with rules and stuff as it goes along.
I would love that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and like so like some of the teams are mad. Like there was like one team that tried to like they were like 3-2 down or something. with like 2 minutes to go. So they wanted to they wanted to use that card where it took a player out, but they had the reverse card. So they took that other side. So they ended up scoring a couple more goals or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in the 90th minute or whatever. I don't think it's that long, but like, in the last couple of minutes. But yeah, it's called a Kings League. It looks absolutely wild.
I would love stuff like that. Or like if you had it sounds like they've made it like a computer game, bruv. They've basically gamified it.
Well, essentially,
gamified it. Yeah.
Essentially, how like you get like some, even on FIFA, it's got a mode where it's like, like special football or whatever, put that in, or goals outside a box are worth 2 goals or whatever. I think there's like stuff like that in there as well. Like it's just mad. Like it's.
Any idea who this extra player is?
I think there was rumors about the name and stuff. I forgot who it was, but it was like he played for a La Liga team, I think.
They should, you know what, they should do the big reveal at the end of every season. Oh my gosh, I would love this.
I'm trying to find you a video on TikTok. The Wi-Fi would allow me to. But yeah, it's just mad. But this is the kind of innovation where I feel like this will become massive and people will become millionaires in this stuff. So
they've tried to do it with cricket, haven't they, with the 100 over here in the UK and stuff, where it's like a really simple set of things. It's a random. Kae's showing it to me now. Basically, is it the same size as a normal football pitch, slightly smaller?
No, it's
a bit bigger
like
than a 5-a-side.
Like
Was there fire behind the goal when someone scores?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm invested.
And it's got
I'm invested.
Yeah, and it's got like
they've basically made it like Rocket League if you're a gamer.
Yeah. So as you see, like it's got like random YouTubers and influencers and stuff that like commentate on stuff as well.
Days.
Like,
all right.
It's just
somebody scored a goal and there was fire behind the goal.
There's a guy with a mask in it.
And the guy with the mask is just running around. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he just runs around in a mask or whatever. And you look at the lines on the pitch are very different.
Are there any keepers? Are the keepers allowed to touch the ball with their hands?
There's keepers.
Okay,
there's keepers, but it's just a
bonkers.
weird. So the rules are crazy. Like, look, it's like,
I would love it.
Look at the Joker card and the stuff.
I would love it.
Unlimited substitutions.
Wouldn't it be
cooling off period for red cards and yellow cards? So you get a yellow card is 2 minutes, red card is 5 minutes. Look at the kick. It's like dodgeball. Look at the kickoff.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
but big sponsor. Wouldn't you? I'd love it as well if they added in random stuff as well, like this. Like they had like a spinning wheel, and like this week they spin the wheel in front of the whole stadium. Brrr, small goals.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
But I genuinely double-sized goals. I genuinely think with like shortening attention span, because there's this whole thing of like they wanted to change the so there was these proposals that FIFA came up with to change football.
Yeah.
So they were like, instead of having 45-minute halves, they were going to have 30-minute halves with a shot clock. Because what they realised was there's a lot of time wasting, there's a lot of time that gets wasted, and the actual playing time is about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Man United gets
it's
like
about
20 minutes extra time as well, every game as well.
It's about an hour, innit?
Yeah.
Like, so they were like, why don't we just change it to an hour a game, but like with a shot clock and whatever. And there was some other proposals, but they're just basically trying to find a way for like younger audiences to be engaged, because like there's so much shortening attention spans and stuff, and it's crazy. But like you even look, I used to think it was a bunch of rubbish, but then recently there's been like a lot of interviews with young football players, and they're like, "Do you watch games?" And they're like, "No, I didn't really watch football when I was growing up. I just played it." And you're just like, "Oh wow!" Like a lot of them don't watch football.
I'll be honest, Kay. I'm not. You're the bigger fan of footy out of both of us. Like, don't get me wrong. Got a team. I watch highlights. I watch games here and there, but I can't commit to watching all football. And no offense if you're one of those people that watches all football, but that's a lot of time, bro. Yeah. And I get you can do other things at the same time. Like you can double screen, innit? Dual screen. You can do a little tweeting, TikTok, whatever, read, whatever like that. But it's quite a lot. So if there's less football and it's more like WWE, because I feel like, I don't know why it resonates with me. Like,
you love WWE, don't you?
It's my favourite soap. My favourite soap. Some people got EastEnders.
I think
all that, but I like a good punch up in the middle of my soap.
I think it's isn't it on its last legs now? Didn't it just get sold, by the way?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I've not been watching it for a while.
I think Vince McMahon's selling it to Saudi Arabia or something.
Really? Oh my days, bruv.
It's a whole different thing.
We're going to see a different level of production, If he sells it to Saudi, bruv, they're going to up the money that they'll pour into that, bruv. Yo.
It is. It's interesting because I think like he took the company away from his children, innit?
Really?
And it was just like, Yeah, I'm getting really deep.
I get confused as to what's real and what's part of, like, the kayfabe, what's actually happening as part of script and what he's signing away. Because I know he stepped away for a little while because there was a little bit of scandal in it. But when that cooled down, he stepped back in the game. Have you seen that
video where he teared both of his quads when he tried to get into the ring?
No.
And nobody knew, and he was acting like normal, but he teared both of his quads as he got into the ring because he was in his 60s or 70s at the time.
Yeah, he needed to do that running on the balls of his feet. That's what he needed to do.
No, he literally, as he's got into the ring, he can't get up, so he's just sitting on the floor like this, like talking to the people. And people think he's just acting, but it's like he's teared both of his quads. And do you know how painful that is, bro?
Yeah, I've been kicked in the back of my quad before. Sorry, not back of my quad. I was thinking calves. Sorry, I was thinking of calves, quad. So that's the muscle that's above your knee.
He tore both of his quads.
Getting into the ring?
Yes.
What was he doing getting into the ring?
Oh, come on, man. It's Vince McMahon. He does some mad shit.
I thought, it's wrestling, I mean, the way he walks,
there's no rhyme or reason.
The way he walks looks like it puts a lot of pressure on his quads, isn't it?
He's an old man. He's an old man.
He's very old.
He's an old man.
On a lot of juice as well.
He is an old man. But that's what juice does, a lot of people don't realise.
What does it do?
Okay, so your muscles get stronger and your muscles get bigger, but your ligaments and stuff don't get stronger with it. So essentially you've still got ligaments from weaker muscles attached to these strong muscles. So then that's why you often see, like, you know, when those injuries with guys where they're like they're tearing or whatever, it's because the ligaments and stuff aren't as strong as...
It's almost as if you're supposed to have less muscle and your T's are supposed to drop as you get older.
But as in, like, no, it's not nothing to do with a T in that. It's you're growing things without in the wrong way. So if you see people that are natural, they're less likely to get those sorts of injuries because their muscles and ligaments are all working under the same sort of like speed, innit? Whereas your muscles, when you're like fucking...
Yeah, tea can give you muscle growth though, innit? Tea can pump up your muscles a bit.
Yeah.
And make your plocos stand up strong.
Yeah, but a lot of people are taking that... Anyway, let's not get into that.
Go on, get into it, bro.
So a lot of people that are taking that at an older age aren't doing it for the muscles. They're just doing it to have a better quality of life. Whereas I think if you're a young man doing all that sort of stuff... I mean, Haskell spoke about it on here anyway.
I mean, what is a better quality of life? Because when I'm older, right? And I'm older now, but when I'm even older... I'm happy with not being strong enough to do... You know what? I'll be straight with you. I spoke to my pops and I like talking to my dad about being old because he's a lot older than me and he's a lot wiser than me. So sometimes I say stuff like this.
That's how time works.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes I say stuff to my dad like...
That's how time works. Yeah. He's meant to be older than you. Yeah.
But like sometimes I say to my pops,
me and my dad are the same age.
Yeah, me and it's mad, isn't it, bruv? Benjamin. But I say to my pops, I said, yo, dad, and this is respect here. You don't just say this to all fucking parents because you might get a punch in the face. I say, dad, what's it like being old? Like, what's it like being your age now? And he goes, you know what? I feel like me still. But he's told me certain things make him realise he's old. He's like, I can still do it, but he's like, sometimes getting a lid off something, it ain't like now. It's like you got to like get into it. He says my grip's going, and not right away, but he's thinking about stuff like that.
My dad talks about death a lot, and it's irking me.
You know what? So my dad as well. You know, I think they've got to a point where they're having a sense of mortality and they're seeing what's going on. I don't mind the conversation. I'm open to the conversation. I don't suggest it, but I'm open to the conversation. I'm happy, man. Bro. Really, it is. Really, do you reckon?
But I don't want to think about death, man.
It's interesting because my coping mechanism. It's getting a bit deep. My coping mechanism
is to bottle it up.
Is to bottle it up and then fucking have a punch up. No, my coping mechanism is to talk about it. Like, so whilst I might stress about something.
What healthy, mature.
No, but like, you get me, have the conversation and just be like aware of stuff. But it's funny, like my dad's spoken, over the last few years, spoken about his mortality a lot more than he would have. Like before, I feel like my dad had the essence of someone who was like, I'm going to be around forever, bruv. You get me? And now he's open to the conversation. And I like having... Because for me, bruv, we're all going to get old. It's going to happen to all of us. That's how time works, right? Yeah. So like, have the conversation, bruv. But what kind of stuff is your pop saying?
I don't want to go into it.
Really? Fair enough. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's just, he's just like, oh, I might not be around for longer. I might like all this stuff. And you're just like, yo, big man, I don't want to deal with that.
Do you know what it is? R.I.P. Uncle Roddy, right? He said this to me, right? And this was interesting. He goes, cuz, this is how he spoke. He goes, cuz, got to a point now where I know that I've lived more years than I'm going to live. And I was like, rah, we're not even there yet, K, you know.
You don't know.
Oh, God willing, God willing, Like,
to my 6-packs faded and raps is outdated.
hey,
but that's many years from now, little mama, so hush.
But yeah,
hush, baby, don't talk to me.
hey, 6-pack still ain't faded. But yeah, like you know, that changes your mindset. It's like you said, innit? Like the way you feel about like steads, testosterone, going turkey, all that stuff changes, innit, throughout your life. So it's very interesting how these people's mindsets change. So I like to talk about them. Ask your dad how it feels, bruv. How does it feel, man?
Nah,
being wise. Like, he goes, how does it feel being so wise like you? What's it like?
I just don't like talking about any of that death stuff.
Fair enough.
Anyway, on that note,
we're gonna get even more deeper in this.
Sign up to the Patreon. Where subscribe to the YouTube. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
And basically tell your friends to tell a friend.
Definitely.
Keep in touch. Let everybody know.
And how the Patreon works is right now we're going to stop recording and then we're going to press record again and we're going to do some extra bonus content for our patrons. And one of the things that our patrons do get on one of the tiers is a shout out. So we've got some shout outs to do, bruv. Let's draw them out, man. You get me? I said to Kay maybe we should play some music behind it, but he's like, nah, man, I don't want to play no music.
Shout out Uzair. Shout out Babs, Chad.
Yeah, shout out to Barak, Sadiq. Big up yourself.
We've had a few of these already.
Is it?
We?
Oh, have we? Have we?
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep going.
Yeah. Shout out Hitan.
Shout out to Hiran Panchow. Big up yourself.
Yeah, Hiran.
Pat. Shout out to Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy Bain on and them man there.
Yes. Hitan Patel.
There was a few this morning as well. Who was that?
Bantu City.
There was a guy called Draft Kids.
We got there. Shout out to Nikki. Look, we ain't done these ones, have we? Joshua Darby, we done this? Nah, man. Dilshad. Shout out to you. Ryan. Margita.
So
Samaya.
Yeah, it is.
Luke.
This sounds like an Australian supply teacher's nightmare, bro.
Shout out to Jonathan Giordano. Big up yourself. Come on, K, man. We got a few more. These aren't patrons, bro. It's part of the family, bro.
Yeah. Omar Sheikh Muhammad.
Yeah. Alex Natiamoa. Court Strachan, yeah.
Jade, Isabel, Matthew. Yeah.
Catherine Brannigan.
I think that's enough.
Jade Nunn. Isabel Wood. Matthew Smith. Sabrina. Hamza Hussein.
You don't need to say out their full
Carlo.
names, bruv.
Nah,
some of these people are like in a cost of living crisis and their partner will listen to this.
DJ Revert.
Like, why the fuck have you done that, bro?
Danny, Abibi. Shout out to Draft Kid as well, like Kay said. Jasmine M, Ellen, Georgina. All of you guys, listen, it's a good little vibe over on the Patreon. And I'm really like, me and Kay will talk about anything on the podcast, but I think like for some of our patrons, we got to put out some content where we'll put out something to them where they can suggest talking points. What are you saying?
Yeah, 100%.
You up for that, man? But yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us here on Ain't Got a Clue. We'll be back in your ear holes soon. Peace.